Hello and welcome to Mad Owl Goes Racing, and today we're having a look at the RaceRoom Racing Experience. I still think that's a horrible title for a game, but there you go, RaceRoom will do. Their new freshly released track, the Dubai Autodrome, which comes in 4 flavours, namely Club, National, International and Grand Prix. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look around the club circuit and the Grand Prix circuit, because I think if you do those two, you should cover every corner on every layout by only having a look at the two, hopefully. So let's have a look. We're going to have a go in the 911 GT3 Cup car as well, because of the simple reason that they have made some changes to it. In their last update, they changed, amongst other things, the rear camber, and also I think they said the suspension a bit, so it'll be interesting to see how much it has changed things. I think, by the looks of it, they have actually increased the rear camber. I think whether this is something to do with the fact that R3E 2 came out with a version, and it had even more camber front and rear, as in 5 degrees. This has got 4 degrees front and rear, which actually means they've given it half a degree, I think, more on the front and 1 degree less, sorry, on the back, and 1 degree less on the front. I did just have a quick scoot round the Nordsclef on it to see whether or not the rear suspension's a little less lively, and it certainly seems better in terms of rear suspension. Not so sure it's better in terms of stability under braking at the moment, so if I end up going backwards under braking, we'll know why. Right, first things first, I always find RaceRoom's a little, it's almost got a cartoony feel to it when I look at it. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the lighting or what, but right, big stand over there, a few buildings over there. It's the only thing I can compare it with actually is Project Cars 2's version, which has the same 4 layouts. This feels pretty similar to, but I would hope it would. It's meant to be the same place. I'm sure a few of the buildings are slightly different, but without actually finding a YouTube on board to compare with, I couldn't say whether or not it's actually accurate or not, but certainly in terms of layout it feels pretty much the same. There's definitely that big building there, and those ones over there look more or less the same as they do. Quite a short circuit, the club circuit, which is, well, typical of club circuits really. You don't want a 15-mile long club circuit, you want something nice and short and sharp. I have to say the 911 doesn't feel too bad, but then I'm not pushing too hard at the moment, especially on the brakes, and of course it has got steel brakes, so quite prone to overheating if you're not careful. Do one more flying lap, but in terms of skyline it looks pretty good. A few cranes here and there. I think Project Cars may have had about 10 times more cranes on it, but I don't know if they were actually generally building more at that point or not. Whoa! Oh, that was silly. Got a bit out of shape over the curb here, and everything went a bit tits up, as they say. So, note to self, keep the back end under control, because once it goes, it's a bit of a pendulum on the back there, but no surprise, it's got the weight at the back somewhere. Let's try one more lap. See if we can stick a reasonably representative lap. I'm not sure how good, bad or indifferent 106 is, but overall I say try and turn a little bit earlier on this time. Nasty bump there, but I think maybe reasonably representative of what it's really like. Right, try not to run quite so much curve on this side. Much better. I absolutely hate this little bit in project cars, and I don't know whether it's just slightly less roller coaster through there in here, but it feels a little bit smoother to get through and slightly less up and down. I was found in project cars too that upset the car rather a lot going through there if you had a heavily sprung car. Right, no idea how good, bad or indifferent that was, but certainly this half of the circuit seems quite reasonable. Usual selection of people and cars and people and buildings, so let's try the full Grand Prix circuit, shall we, and see how that looks. Yeah, I think they definitely made the stability a little bit worse with the GT3 Club car when it comes to if the back end goes, it's not quite as recoverable. Right, Grand Prix circuit. So once it goes, it's pendulums away, and not a lot of chance of getting it back, which is okay. Try not to lose the car then. That's all it can really say, isn't it? I know some people say the GT3 Club is meant to be sort of quite difficult to drive apparently, so, and apparently factory settings are in fact no ABS, no traction no traction control. I'll try and say that. So we've got the nice selection of different coloured little things on the pit wall. Don't think I've got quite as many colours as Project Cars did. It had about 8 different colour ones. At least I might be exaggerating there, but it seemed like there were about 8. Reasonably well filled out crowds. I can't remember if RaceRoom actually changes the amount of crowd depending upon which session you're in. Like Project Cars, if you do a practice session, there's basically nobody in the stands and it sort of gets more for the race. Now this is one tricky little corner. I've done a few laps around this in Project Cars and I can never work out the best approach to that corner. I certainly recognise that building with a strange shape where it looks like somebody decided they'd cut back on the cost a bit by making it smaller at the bottom than it is at the top. Right, onto the back straight. That's where you turn up to do the club circuit and the international circuit. Where's the braking point? I assumed there'd be a 150 yard marker and there wasn't, there was only 100. So a little bit Light on the brakes there. Bit late turning in as well. Oh, we've got stone cold tyres. This is of course one of the issues between different simulators, is they don't always put the same brake markers in, for example, so you jump from one to another, one's got the 150 yard mark and the next one hasn't. This could prove interesting. Whoa, that's what I thought it would do. That kink, you really want to be getting on the brake somewhere just coming out of that, or just around it, so of course you're still got some bit of cross load in the car before you hit the brakes, which is a bit naughty, but makes for an interesting braking zone. I got the impression I might have lost the car there. I just about held it. Right. Also, I might have wound up the sound on the tyres a bit on here, so they're a bit squealy. I'll have to double check what it is. Just before the 100 yard mark then. Carry the speed across the slightly wide line and try and hold it. Oh, didn't see much curb. And again, this is a very, very tricky little corner. It's one of those you're never quite sure where to turn in, how we'll let it get on the power. It's nicely banked, got plenty of camber with the corner, but however many times I take it, I think, should I have been wider? Maybe. It always feels like it could have gone a little bit wider, maybe. Oh, that was terrible. Power on early down the straight bit. Whilst I like the little lights in the dash to tell you what's going on, they would be more useful if you could actually see them with your hand in the way. So I presume if you turned the wheel off you'd be able to see them better, or if you had the full HUD down there, or wherever. But it's got the little lights that tell you when you lock the wheels and both on the brakes and in the acceleration zones, but I'm surprised it didn't give a cut for that. Trying to have a slightly tighter line. That's going, that's going, it's gone. That was just, that was never coming back. Never in a million years. Also, apparently one of the other things they did, I think, they said they'd find the tyre temps. Yeah, the tyres are at one. I think they said they've adjusted the effective temperature and pressure on the tyre, so they're more affected by temperature and pressure. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more technically demanding tracks. There's a lot of interesting corners that tighten up as they come in, which are things that are technically quite a challenge. Apparently a lot of motorcycle racers will tell you they don't like decreasing radius corners. Strangely enough, I quite like them. I find them a nice challenge and I like, but a lot of people say they don't really like them, but as I was talking about Masano, Yeah, Misano. Still a bit squirrely on the brakes, which anybody who's played it on anything from many years ago will suddenly realise they're going the other way around now, because for safety reasons they actually reversed the circuit because there wasn't enough runoff behind a wall, as apparently main road or something. So to make it safer, they actually changed the rotation of the circuit, and they went from having a slowly decreasing radius corners, which got faster and faster down the back straight, to the exact opposite, where you sort of slowly got, again, hit the curb. Yeah, I don't think this is quite as stable as it was before last time I tried it. Either that or I'm driving right up Pratt, but whatever it is. Yes, as I was saying, it went from a slowly increasing radius to decreasing radius, and went from being a circuit a lot of motorcycle racers say they loved to one they absolutely hate. So exactly the same circuit, just to the way around. But this again is one of these interesting, I really can't work out, whoop, especially when I don't turn in early enough. Whoa. So yeah, what do I think of the circuit? It's very nice. Nice to model. Everything's there you expect to see there. Not a lot of trees for a strange reason. It's like in the middle of a desert, but it's got a few trees. It's got plenty of buildings. I still think the tarmac looks a little strange in terms of texture, but I don't know whether they try to give it a sort of dusty look. But it's got enough skyline up there to look nice. I don't know whether it's me or whether the sense of scale looks a bit different on here to the distant buildings. I'll try and get my teeth around it. Compare with Project Cars 2, but like everything else, if I've got a slightly different field of view, that might be different. But and either I'm driving like a plonker, or this car is not as stable as it was. So I might have to have another play with it, but it's not bad. It's just it's not designed to trail brake, whereas, like I said, bizarrely with a R-Factor 2 one, it actually felt better if you did trail brake. So all a bit strange. So that's a quick look, and I say quick because that was like 10 minutes, whatever, 15. Look around the Dubai Autodrome, and yeah, for the price, £4.50, whatever it was, it's a nice addition, and that gives you all four layouts as well, so quite reasonably priced, I think. So get it, have fun with it, get into those horribly strange changing radius corners, and try and get your head around them. Either that or avoid them completely by only using the club circuit. Yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? So yeah, but you still can't avoid the back, do you? Yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah, yeah. Just use the club circuit if you don't like those strange corners. But yes, it is a nice circuit. I always enjoyed it in Project Cars 2, and I think it's equally enjoyable here. So until next time, enjoy your racing and have fun, and see you next time.